You know what nobody tells you about working nights. It's not the quiet that gets you. It's the feeling that the quiet is listening. When you work alone, when the streets are empty, when the lights are on but nobody's home, that's when things notice you. These are true night shift horror stories from people who thought they were alone and found out they weren't. I delivered pizza to a house that wasn't on the map. I used to work closing shifts at a pizza place. Nothing fancy, just deliveries and grease and bad tips. Most nights were easy. College kids, drunk orders, same neighborhoods. Then one night, around 1:40 a.m., I got an order that felt off right away. No name, just cash on delivery. The address popped up on the screen, and my manager frowned. He said, "That street's new, probably some development." I didn't think much of it, grabbed the pizza, got in my car. The GPS started normal, main roads, street lights, traffic lights blinking yellow. Then it told me to turn. The street was dark, no lights, no sidewalks, just trees and half-finished houses. The road wasn't even paved all the way. My tires crunched over gravel. I checked the GPS again. Signal was weak, but still guiding me forward. The farther I went, the quieter it got. No dogs, no insects, nothing. Then the GPS said, "You have arrived." I stopped. There was one house at the end of the road, just one. No lights on, no porch light, no cars. And something felt wrong about it. The windows were black, not dark, just black, like mirrors. I sat there for a minute, engine running, heart pounding. I almost left. Then the front door opened. Slowly, a man stood there, tall, skin pale in the porch light that still hadn't turned on. He didn't wave, didn't smile. He just stared. I grabbed the pizza and walked up. Every step felt heavier. When I reached the door, I noticed something. There was no house number. I said, "Pizza delivery?" He nodded, reached out with one hand. I handed him the pizza. Then he leaned closer and said very quietly, "You shouldn't have found this place." My stomach dropped. I laughed, fake laugh, nervous. He handed me the cash. It was cold, ice cold. I turned and walked back to my car fast, didn't look back. The second I pulled away, the house disappeared in my rearview mirror. Not faded, gone. When I hit the main road again, the GPS recalculated. The address was gone. I went back to work shaking. My manager checked the system. That order never existed. Some places aren't lost. They're hidden. And sometimes you only find them because they want you to. The office was empty, except for one floor. After that job, I started working nights as a cleaner. Office buildings, corporate stuff, easy money, no people, just empty floors and humming lights. This building had 12 floors. Every night was the same routine. Badge in, elevator up, clean top to bottom. Except one night, the elevator did something weird. I pressed 12, the doors closed, it went up. Then, it stopped. The screen said 11. The doors opened. The lights were dimmer than usual, like someone forgot to finish turning them on. I didn't press 11, I stepped out anyway. The floor was wrong. Cubicles were there, but empty. No computers, no chairs. Just desks. Long rows of desks. The carpet was clean. Too clean. No footprints, no dust. I felt like I was standing inside a photo. I cleaned fast, didn't want to be there. When I finished, I went back to the elevator, pressed 12 again, doors closed. The elevator went up, then stopped. The screen flickered, 13. My chest tightened. This building didn't have a 13th floor. The doors opened. This floor looked almost the same, but the desks were closer together. Too close. The lights flickered, and I realized something. There were footprints on the carpet, fresh ones, leading away from the elevator. I didn't step out. I mashed the close door button. The doors shut, slowly, like they didn't want to. As the elevator moved, I heard something hit the doors. Once, hard. When I reached 12, I ran. I quit the next morning. The building manager told me something before I left. He said, "We don't clean that floor anymore. Working alone doesn't always mean nobody's there. Sometimes it just means you're the only one who doesn't realize you're being watched." The night shift stalker. I work the night shift at a small 24-hour convenience store. Honestly, it's usually boring, dead quiet. Just me and the humming fluorescent lights and the low constant buzz of the freezers. The air smells like stale coffee and disinfectant. Some nights, the silence feels heavy, like the store itself is holding its breath. I clock in around 11:30 p.m., check the aisles, restock shelves. Nothing ever happens, or so I thought. That night started the same, but around 2 a.m., a customer came in. He was weird, too tall, too thin, wearing a heavy coat in the middle of summer. He didn't say a word, just walked slowly up and down the aisles. Every time I looked up, he was glancing at me. Finally, he left without buying anything. I shook it off. Just a weirdo, I told myself. I put my headphones in, started stocking the cereal aisle. Then I heard a crash. Aisle 4, I froze. It was just a bag of chips on the floor. Probably the wind, I whispered. But the doors were locked. No wind. I picked it up. My hands were shaking. I went to the back room to check the security monitors, just to be safe. I turned the screen on, and my blood ran cold. There was a figure, standing in aisle 4, right where I had just been standing, watching the camera, smiling. I switched to the next camera. He was there too. He was following me. Not physically, but he knew where I was. Every aisle I moved to, he appeared on the screen behind me. I ran to the break room and locked the door. Tried to call the police. Phone dead. Then I heard it. Footsteps. Right outside the door. Slow. Heavy. They stopped. Then the handle jiggled, slowly. I stopped breathing. I grabbed a mop handle, bolted for the back exit. My keys fumbled in my hand. I heard the door behind me creak open. I finally got the lock open and ran. I didn't look back until I was under a streetlight down the road. I looked at the store. He was standing in the window, just watching and waving goodbye. The police checked the footage later. The scariest part wasn't that night. They checked the tapes from the week before. He had been there every night, hiding behind shelves, watching me for hours, and I never knew. If you're working the night shift right now, if you're alone and something feels off, trust that feeling. If you enjoyed these stories, make sure to like the video. Subscribe for more true horror stories. And as always, stay safe.